welcome back to the channel. Today I have another pick a card for you channeled directly from my spirit guides and your spirit guides. So if you would like to receive that message as well as a candle blessing, please do continue to listen. So if you already know how pick a cards work, go ahead and head to the timestamps listed down below. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you don't know anything about pick a cards, let me go ahead and just give you a brief explanation. So as I said, piles 1 through 4. And if you're having a hard time choosing a pile that maybe you're not feeling immediately called, I would encourage you to check the timestamps in the description box as well as in the comment section, or either or. And see if any repeating numbers call out to you. If your lucky number is in there, that's how I choose pick a cards for myself a lot. You can also sit and meditate on the cards. You can also say the numbers over and over again: 111, 222, 333, 444. With the candles, you could choose your favorite color if that's one of them. There are so many ways to choose. The one thing I want you to keep in mind is that, number one, these messages are timeless. So even if you get to this video very late, that doesn't matter. You are meant to see it when you're meant to see it. Number two, sometimes more than one pile resonates, and it's okay to listen to both. And number three, you're never going to choose wrong, because what is meant for you will never pass you. The fact that you even came across this video means that you are vibrating at the frequency that matches it to see it. So don't be so worried about the choice. Some people even do like to listen to all of them and pick the one that resonates from then. So it's however you want to do it. And I'm going to go ahead and be quiet for about 10 seconds, and you can choose to pause the video if you need a little more time, but I'm going to go ahead and quiet down, turn up the music, and allow you to choose the pile that you feel called to. Let's go ahead and hop into the readings. All right, my beautiful pile number 1s. I do want to let you know before we jump in that if any of the tarot decks that I use today or the candles really jump out to you and you want to get them for yourself, I have links down below that actually help support my channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra to purchase that way. It just helps out the channel by giving me a small commission off of those sales. So if you do feel gravitated towards purchasing anything, please head to those links down below. And let's go ahead and get into the candle part of this. So if you chose a pile number 1, this is the blue candle, and blue candles actually represent your emotions and emotional peace and tranquility in general. They also can represent the element of water. So you may find that you yourself, or somebody that you're thinking about with this reading in mind, you may find that you have major water sign placements in your astrological chart. So this would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. And or you may find that you've just really been needing some peace right now. So what I like to do with these is I set an intention with you. You choose the intention that you want to give to this candle. It doesn't have to be any of those things that I just mentioned. It can be whatever you want. But if you do want to go with the color correspondence, I would just say, choose something of that nature. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in its cute little holder here for you. I'm going to melt it a little so it'll stay. And when I do this, when I light this for you, basically that is a blessing that is being sent out into the universe for you specifically. And we can also kind of read the energy of the candle flame as the reading is going. Usually a straight steady flame means that like manifestations are coming in quickly. Wobbly flames, it might be a little bit off kilter or change is needed. Or if the flame is really big, that means it's coming in really fast. There's a lot to do with candle flames, and I could do a whole video on that at another time, but just know that whatever intention you want to set with this candle, that blessing is coming towards you. And I'm going to let this burn all the way out on my own time, because it will not be able to burn all the way out during this reading, but I will let it burn out for you. And when it does, that is your intention being sent out to the universe and back to you. So go ahead and take a deep breath and hold on to that intention. I'm going to go ahead and light it for you. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and put this up in the top corner of the reading so you can still see it during the reading. And now let's go ahead and actually jump right into this reading for you. So the first thing that I see for you is we have the Five of Swords reversed, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and oops, sorry, I just bumped the camera, and we have the Magician. So this is big energy. So first and foremost, especially with this deck in particular, with the Five of Swords reversed, I am getting the sense that some of you just cut ties with somebody really serious in your life. This could be a breakup, this could be you've cut ties with a family member, this could be you cutting ties with a long-term friend or a short-term friend. It doesn't have to be somebody that's been in your life for a long time, but I really am hearing right now that you have recently severed ties or you're considering it, because I feel like this is something that has kind of held you back in a way. And because you have done this, maybe this is why you chose this, because you need a little bit more peace with your decision that you're making or have made. But because you have done this, you have actually increased your own personal power. Now, your personal power doesn't necessarily ever decrease. It's always available there for you. But sometimes it kind of wavers away when we don't feel at our highest, when we don't feel completely aligned with where we are. So I feel like because you've done that, it actually looks to me like you are expanding. Your consciousness is expanding. The Three of Wands, especially with this deck, is all about expansion and meeting your soul tribe. It also talks a lot about just unlocking your fullest and highest potential, expanding your consciousness and going into like more broadened horizons. You know, this could even be that maybe you are working on manifesting some travel and that is going to be coming to you. We also have this Ten of Pentacles. That's why I said this is big energy when I see the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician at the same time, because the Ten of Pentacles, this is like y'all are either starting brand new careers, starting a career for yourself, or there's also a potential that you're just like getting a promotion or something is happening to where money and material wealth is coming towards you, or it's already starting to show up. And the Ten of Pentacles, I really want to stress to all of you that the Ten of Pentacles is not small. This is like money that will be with you for generations. This isn't, I mean, it can sometimes depict a specific windfall of financial or material good, but a lot of times this deals with like big moves that are going to satisfy you long term. So this isn't something that is just going to be there one day in the blink of an eye and then dissipate. So if a lot of you have been struggling financially, I feel like this is a sign, and your guides want you to know that that will not last much longer. And maybe the way that you can bring this in a little bit faster, we have the Magician. And the Magician says that you now, because you've cut this dead weight off, the Magician says you have everything you need right now. You have all the forces of the universe working in tandem with you. You have the ability right now to draw in anything it is that you desire in life, literally. So the Magician is, if you know anything about tarot, the Magician represents all four suits of the tarot. We have the cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the swords. And it's like all of this power is there for you to harness. You just have to decide what you want to do with it. The Magician is the manifestation card. It is the card that says anything you can create in your mind can show up in your reality. So this is a really powerful time for you. And I believe that you've done this for yourself. Like this, because you have done what you have needed to do that was difficult, now you've unlocked so much more in your life. So this is beautiful. I love this. I have goosebumps all over my body. The next thing we have for you is the Youth card. And then we also have the 10 of Water. So the Youth card, to me, what this really says for you is actually quite a few different things. Number one, you might be somebody who is really young. You might, or maybe you just feel that you have a youthful spirit. You might be somebody who is really young, and you're actually going to be starting something really big for your life that's going to transition you. So I feel like this could be college. This could be a new internship or a job that you kind of set your mind to. I feel like a lot of you are just kind of starting out on something, but the moves that you're making right now are going to help you long term. For some of you, I feel like that you're also being called to really reconnect with that youthful spirit inside of you, because we all, no matter what age you are, we all have come from that same place. We've all started as children, grown up, some of us a little bit faster than others, but we've all grown up, but we all have that youthful spirit inside of us that we can connect back to. So I feel like you're being called to connect back to that and ask yourself what you really enjoyed doing, maybe in school or as a younger child. And that will actually help supercharge your manifestations, because you'll be doing something that brings joy into your life. And I also feel for some of you specifically, I'm hearing that a wolf or like a husky type dog is your spirit animal. That's why we have this depicted here. And I also want you to know that I'm hearing that you are someone who is wise beyond your years. No matter what age you are, you're somebody that you do know a lot. You have a good head on your shoulders, and don't let anybody stop you from making the decisions that you've been making for yourself, because you know exactly where you're going. And with the 10 of water, this to me is about moving into a space in life where you're just going to be letting things flow effortlessly. I feel like a lot of you have had really harsh pasts, or you've had really harsh times, maybe where financial restriction was on top of you, or you didn't feel peaceful because you lived with somebody that really disrupted your peace a lot. You weren't really in the flow of life, and it was really hard to be because your environment wasn't allowing it. And you're moving into a place now. It might actually be a legitimate move, like moving house, but you're moving into a space now that is going to be, either it's happening now or it will be very soon, where you're not really forcing any part of your life. It's all kind of in this divine flow where things are just moving in like a well-oiled machine. Like things are just moving extremely well for you. And you're also potentially going to be receiving a gift, I'm hearing, like something that is going to, I feel like a lot of you have been trying to connect with your guides and they're here to tell you that whatever gift that you've been asking for, it's coming. What's interesting is I said in the beginning of this reading that I felt like some of you might be water signs or dealing with water signs, and we actually have the water card here for you. So that to me is hilarious, but we do have the water card, and we also have the Mars card. So some of you also might be Aries placements or dealing with an Aries placement. Let's talk a little bit about this. So you could be a water sign. You could have cut off a water sign or a fire sign. But I think this kind of also goes in tandem here with this, in the sense that you're letting life kind of flow naturally. So we have this water card that's here to really enhance that. You know, you're not feeling so stuck and trapped by your emotions. You've done a lot of intentional work on yourself and the shadow self. So you're really coming out as like this healed person. And even right now, if things feel really heavy and you really are needing to claim this blessing of peace, which I need to point out to y'all, this candle is burning straight, tall, and big. So that's awesome. We love to see that. But I feel like many of you are really coming into a new emotional heighten, I want to say. Like you're very aware. You're becoming more self-aware of how your emotions affect you. And it's almost like your consciousness is being expanded. And we also have that 3 of Wands that tells us that we're being expanded. You're starting to understand more about how your emotions just are your emotions. They don't have to control your every move that you go into. They don't have to control every single day of your life. You're able to actually kind of separate yourself. And not that you shouldn't feel through things. I don't want you to get the wrong impression, but I'm hearing that you don't really, it's like there's this level of understanding where you're almost able, like I'm seeing this vision of people that it's like you're able to look at yourself like a movie is being played. Like your consciousness is kind of hanging back and saying, okay, we feel this way right now. That's okay. Like you're being a lot softer and gentler with yourself, and you're seeing, it's almost like you're watching yourself, which is a really amazing thing when you can get to that point, because it actually is extremely meditative. Like, congratulations, you're meditating. If that's something you've been struggling with, when you start to be able to actually notice your thoughts and how they affect you, and you're kind of like this bystander that's just acknowledging them, congratulations, you're meditating. And I feel like some of you really needed to hear that, because it might be an experience that's new for you. We also have Mars here, and I feel like whatever decision you're about to make that is going to be this 10 of Pentacles, these manifestations, you're going to go hard for them. Like, you aren't just going to sit back and ask for something specific. You're going to also devise this plan of how you're going to get there. And I feel like the fact that Mars is here says that your drive is about to get cranked up to 11. And it's because your environment is supporting where you are now, because you've changed it, or you're about to be changing it. And so I feel like you're about to start feeling, if you haven't already, extremely divinely guided, extremely, like, you're just gonna be feeling good. Like, I feel like when we see Mars come out, especially in this context, it's like your life, if it were a dial and it could go up to 100, you're cranking it up to 110. You're breaking the dial, because you have so much drive for what you're working on, what you're manifesting, and what you're doing. So be ready for that, because it's going to be a really exciting energy. And I love these next two cards that we have for you. I'm so excited for any of you that chose pile number 1. This is like beautiful. We have the Leap card. You go first. The universe will catch you. And then we also have Play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So I also feel like this card is this play. Oh, the flame is jumping. It agrees with us. With this Play card over Mars, Mars also represents the sign of Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. So Aries to me is like the playful child. So you're also being asked to play more. I feel like you guys are coming out of, or excuse me, you all are coming out of this time where things have been really tense and serious, and it might take you a little bit to catch up. It might take you a little bit to actually start to play with life, because you're not used to it. It's like you've kind of moved into a new paradigm, and you're being asked to play more, do what lights you up, create what lights you up, even if you don't make it your career. I think many of you that chose this pile, some of you, it will be your career. Your passion will be your career, and that's where this drive is going to come in. But for some of you, I think this message that I'm really hearing strongly is, don't feel like your passion has to be your career. It's okay if you have a day job that you love, but then also have a passion that you don't monetize and you don't make this like business thing. And it's just for you to have. And that's okay. I feel like that is something that a lot of us fall prey to, that we want to like monetize everything that we do, because that is the world that is supported a lot around us, especially in such a divine, masculine driven world at this time. You know, it's okay to have things that are just for you and not for the world. You know, play, create, make things just because, not because you expect something from them. And with this leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. I'm telling you, this is the pile that if there is something you want to manifest, whether it is a career path, a significant other, a tribe, whatever it is, a new car, like some of you, it might actually be a car or a new house. I'm hearing that. Just set the intention for it, come up with a plan, and get to work, because the universe literally says whatever you want, it's now. It's now. The time is now. So just don't be scared of it. I feel like many of us are scared to even receive. So open yourself to receive. Open yourself to that divine, beautiful trust that is available to you. And the last 3 cards, I kind of wanted to do something really different with these readings. It's kind of like a secret little, if you made it to the end of this reading, it's a secret little extra, pick a card. So I want you all to focus now on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 and ask a question. You know, it could be, is this the right path for me? Is this the right person for me? Is what I'm doing good? Do you have a divine message for me? Just a simple question, and 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to just pull these 1 card answers really quickly for 1, 2, or 3. And I'm not going to timestamp them because it's going to confuse everybody who doesn't know about this yet. So they're going to be quick though, so don't worry. You won't have to skip around. So if you chose number 1, first of all, the answer is yes. Whatever that thing is, whatever the question is, if you had a question that was a yes or no, the answer is yes. You were right on the money, or yes, this thing is about to exit your life, but be okay with that. It's going to be okay. If you chose 2, this is choose a new direction. So if you chose 2, whatever you're thinking about now, it might need to be altered just a little bit. Choose a new direction. And if you chose 3, the answer is don't stop. Whatever you've been thinking about, considering whatever path, don't stop with this. You're on the right track. Keep moving with it because it is the right path for you. So that is the end of this reading. I will continue to burn out this candle for you lovelies. Please do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Kloee Taylor. If you want any of these decks for yourself, the links will be down below in the order that I showed them, as well as the link for some candles. A lot of you asked me for candles. And the last thing I want to say is if any of this resonated with you or you feel called to, it is never expected, but always appreciated. I pour it right back into everything I do here. Because of you, we were actually able to purchase this deck for this reading, this brand new deck. So I really do appreciate it. And if you feel called to do so, there are donation links down below for Cashapp, Venmo, and PayPal. But again, never expected. I don't do this because I expect money. I do this because I feel called to do it and because I love doing it. So I love you all so, so, so much. Have a wonderful weekend or whatever day of the week it is for you when you're watching this. And I will catch you all on Tuesday for another video. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2s. Welcome to your reading. Before we jump in, I just wanted to let you know if you love any of the decks that I show off today, I always link them down below in the description box in the order that they appear. A lot of people ask me about the cards that I use, so I will link those down below for you. If you do decide to purchase them, they do help the channel. They don't cost you anything extra to purchase through those links, but they are my affiliate links, so please do get them from there if you decide to. I also have a candle link down below too because people ask me about that a lot too. So let's go ahead and get first into the candle intention for this. So if you're new to my pick of cards, what I like to do before I go through the cards is I like to actually do a little bit of intention candles with you. So if you chose this pile, you chose the green candle. Green candles specifically represent healing and financial abundance, abundance of any kind. They also can, I don't know why I'm hearing to say this right now, it is the truth, but they also can represent Archangel Raphael. For some of you, that might be very significant. But if you chose this pile, I would say you can obviously set any intention that you would like to. The color doesn't necessarily always matter. It's always up to you. But I find that using color with the intention does kind of help, I guess, amp up the manifestation or the blessing that you're claiming. So you can choose to set any intention you like. Those are just some ideas: healing, abundance, financial prosperity, whatever it may be. So what I'm going to be doing is putting this in a little holder for you, and we're going to have this in the reading. And basically what this does is once I light this for you, oh, I just got soot on my hand. Once I light this for you, it is going to burn down in the corner of the reading for us. And we can also kind of read the energy of the flame. Sometimes I do that throughout the reading. I plan to do a video in the future on reading candle flames, but it just kind of helps us to claim this blessing, whatever this intention is that you have. And I'm going to let this burn all the way down. You won't see it burn all the way down in the reading because it takes longer than the reading is, but I will let it burn all the way down, and whatever manifestation or intention you've set, that is being sent out into the universe and back to you. So I'm going to go ahead and light this. Let's take a deep breath and hold on to whatever intention you want to set. All right, go ahead and light this and claim those blessings, my friend. So we're going to go ahead and just put this up in the top corner so we can see it throughout the reading. And let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the first cards we have here, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Empress reversed, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and then we also have the Five. I'm getting the sense that a lot of you feel very stunted right now. And I say that because with the Empress reversed, it's like I feel like especially a lot of you that chose this pile that feel very creative, you're feeling very creatively drained and creatively stunted, because the Empress normally in the upright position speaks about kind of birthing something new into the world. And the Eight of Pentacles, especially with this deck, is all about creating beautiful, intricate things. And with both of them reversed, I feel like you are both feeling very stagnant in your abilities, or in your abilities with life in general, and you're fighting it, because we have the Five of Wands, which is like fighting it, and you've maybe had to go to bat for yourself as well, and you've kind of been fighting others. I'm getting this really big feeling that some of you have been very angry. There's a lot of anger. This reading is a little bit supercharged with anger. Like I'm feeling that like come up the back of my throat. Some of y'all have been fighting with your relatives, with your friends, and it's just kind of put you in this state where you just don't feel good. I also feel like with the Four of Wands usually talks about like a celebration or like manifestations coming through. Sometimes it's a wedding. Okay, this is really strange. I feel like some of you are contemplating getting married. This is very specific, I think, for someone. So this might not be necessarily for everyone, this part, but some of you, I feel like there maybe is like a pregnancy involved, and there is this like, should we get married because of this? And that's kind of the question that's coming up with the Empress reversed and the Four of Wands. And you're maybe feeling like there's maybe been a fight on your hands because of this. There's been a fight on your hands with maybe like future in-laws, or people are not necessarily supporting this. And I hate that for you. Definitely claim your healing blessing. But we'll kind of get into the reading more and see what is going to kind of help with that. But for the rest of you, or for others of you, I do feel like you've just been struggling a lot with blocks and just being really dissatisfied with the relationships in your life. Like you kind of are reminiscing on these happy times, and things just don't feel happy right now. Nothing in your life is making sense. And there's just a lot of anger. There's so much anger. You're either mad at yourself or mad at someone else, mad at family members, mad at your mother. I think some of you are very angry at your mothers, or a feminine connection that you have. Or a lot of you are feeling just like you are stuck. Like you are the spider in the middle of this web, and you don't feel like this is like your domain or your turf or your territory. You feel like you are on unfamiliar ground, and you feel stuck there. And it's like you kind of had this idea of how things were going to be, and it just hasn't played out that way, and it's left you feeling very bitter and angry. So we hate that for you, but please also know that when things like this come up, usually there is an underlying, like something is being expressed for a reason. Something is coming to light for a reason, because it either needs to be healed or worked through, or maybe some people do need to be removed from your life, and they're showing their true colors right now. So just recognize that like you're never off path. You're never off path. This shouldn't be something that is scary for you. It might be uncomfortable. That's really what it is. I'm also sensing a lot of discomfort. It might be uncomfortable for you, but it's not something that isn't going to serve you, especially with that Four of Wands. Like that's a victory card. This is something that it will serve you in the long run, no matter which decisions you end up making. Like this is something that was supposed to happen. And for some of you, I feel like even though you might be feeling a little bit creatively stuck, like you also just accomplished something really major, and you're kind of just vibing. So some of you don't really have that like anger. Like there's a few messages that are coming through all at once. Some of you are feeling really angry, stuck, and frustrated. And some of you are like Kloee, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I feel great. I feel awesome. I am the Four of Wands. I just accomplished so much in my life. I do have all this abundance coming into me, like everything, all my ducks are in a row. I don't know what you're talking about. I've gone to bat for myself. I've recently created something amazing, and I am truly like embracing my path. I'm not necessarily super in alignment with the divine feminine right now. I'm maybe more aligned with the divine masculine, and I'm making moves, and like I'm like running and dashing towards my dreams. So for some of you, it's not quite as heavy. So let's carry on. We have the 10 of Fire, and we also have the 8 of Earth. Okay. So with the 10 of Fire in this reading, a lot of you are building towards mastery. Like, this is just kind of going to be, especially those of you that are feeling angry, frustrated, and stuck. This is like the fire that is about to be lit under your behind, that is going to shift where you are now. You're about to come into something, or maybe you currently are, and this is like what has just happened. You're about to move in a way that like this is going to put the fire under you to actually make you make moves and make decisions for your life that are in alignment with you, because the 10 of Fire is a very aligned card. Excuse me. We have all of the chakras present, and we also have, this truly is the card of mastery. Like, this figure has tools in either of their hands. They are making ish happen. So this would be you in this situation. You're making things happen. This is bringing you alignment. This is bringing you passion, and that is going to be ignited for you very soon, if it's not already happening now. And for those of you, the specific person that I talked about pregnancy and possibly considering marriage, I feel like what is happening right now, even though it's been very difficult and scary, it's opening your eyes to the person that you are. It's making you wake up to, ooh, my throat, sorry. It's making you wake up to the person that you are, and it's forcing you to stand up for yourself, to stand up for your own rights as an individual, for your own beliefs, and it's forcing you to be like a force to be reckoned with. And so, you know, don't worry about what anybody is talking about behind your back. I'm hearing like betrayal and secrecy, and that's really annoying. But for many of you that like, or not many of you, but for the specific of you that was about, like, this is a good thing, because no matter what the outcome, you are stepping more into yourself, and you're going to bat for yourself. But many of you that are feeling stunted, the fire is about to emerge, and we do have, Mars moving into the sign of Aries. I believe in sidereal it hasn't happened yet. I want to say in tropical it has. That's a whole other video for a whole other time, the tropical sidereal differences and things like that. I'm planning on making that in October. So I don't want to speak too heavily on that, but just know that no matter which you follow, like, that's something that is coming up. We will have Mars moving into the sign of Aries, and that is going to light fire under a lot of people, because Mars is the warrior that like is not going to take no for an answer. It's going to go for it. So if you've been feeling low vibe, low energy, the healing is coming, and this is coming. Now with this 8 of Earth, the 8 of Earth to me is very much about, I mean, technically it also speaks about mastery, because it has correspondence to the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles is also about working your way towards mastery. So some of you are about to pick up a brand new skill. I've just heard some of you are actually going to be becoming a Reiki masters, and that's one of the new skills you've picked up. Some of you are going to be starting your career in art, or starting to express yourself more artistically. Some of you, I feel like, are also just looking to transform your body. Oh my gosh, pile number 2 had so many messages. I don't think I've ever had this many messages come through at the same time, especially ones that are so specific. Pile number 2, I think a lot of you chose this one. But it's also about just kind of trusting every stepping stone. So not every door is going to open up to you right away. And it's about kind of, I'm seeing like this woman in this card here. She is like looking down at the stone path in front of her, and she's just moving gently to one at a time. So this might be something that's going to happen over a slower progression. You know, also that person that I said that I talked about pregnancy, it takes 9 months. So it's going to be a slower progression of things, but things will ultimately change. Now, we also have Jupiter And we have Aquarius. So some of you might be Aquarians or dealing with Aquarius people. Some of you also may find that you are Sagittarius. Jupiter rules over the sign of Sagittarius. And I want you to know that no matter what you're going through now, the blessings are coming, because Jupiter is the father of blessings, expansion. I believe sometimes this can correlate to abundance. To me, Jupiter does a lot of times actually represent abundance. So with Jupiter, this is, the blessings will be coming to you. Things will be changing. It just may be a little bit, I don't think it's going to be super, super, super fast. It's going to take a little bit of time. And like I said, some of you may be Aquarians or dealing with an Aquarius. And Aquarius is also about independence. Because of this situation, you actually are going to become more independent if you don't feel like you are now. Because Aquarius, to me, the number one thing, and I suppose this could be up for debate, but to me, the number one thing with Aquarius is they are highly independent. You are never going to be able to keep a bad bitch down. So, this is actually something that is going to help you to gain more independence, whether it is learning a new creative skill, the Reiki mastery, moving into art. It's going to help you claim more independence. If you're somebody that's arguing a lot right now, be it with family and friends, you're standing up for yourself and you're claiming that independence. So I love that. Now we also have Dance with Life. And we also have Align Your Life. So I feel for many of you with this Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. If you're feeling really angry, that anger that I felt really bubble up, I'm sensing that many of you are, because that was a very strong, like I feel it in my chest and in my throat. A lot of you are like real puffed up right now. And with Dance with Life, what I can say is if you're, oh, look at the flame. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Candle flames are so fun to read with. Totally agreeing with us. It's like flickering. Look, and there's no draft in this house right now. I need you to know that. That was crazy. The flame was dancing too. Oh my gosh. Look how big it's getting. Oh, I love candle flames. Okay, so Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. This could literally be getting up and dancing, moving your body, and just changing your energy by doing that. Some of you, like, especially if you're feeling angry, a lot of like hip hop dance moves might be good for you, because learning hip hop is a lot about taking up space and like exerting yourself outward, not being afraid to take up space. So I feel like a lot of you are being called to actually dance, put on a good playlist and get moving. And then we also have Align Your Life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So you're being shown right now what in your life isn't working so that you can realign it. And we also have this like fragmented image here. I feel like many of you maybe have been dealing with fragmentation, and that's something I could do a video on in the future, but fragmentation happens usually really early on when we are asked to be something for a parent or a teacher or somebody that counsels us. We're asked to conform to kind of fit into a specific mold, and instead of being our true self, we will fragment. And we can do this multiple times throughout our life to kind of be who other people need us to be. And you're right now in the process of calling all of that back. I think a lot of you are angry at your family, but you're calling back that power now, and you're removing those fragmentations, even on an energetic level. It's all kind of realigning right now. So the last part of this reading is something a little bit different that I've never done. And it's kind of like a little secret extra pick a card. I didn't want to put it in the cards because I didn't want to, the timestamps, because I didn't want to confuse people before hearing the reading, but it's like a little mini pick a card. So I want you now to just focus on 1, 2, or 3. You may pick more than one. You may pick all 3. It's up to you. I'm just going to do a quick 3-card pull. So 1, 2, or 3, 1 card for each. And think of a question, something simple. It could be a yes or no. It could be, is this right for me? Is that right for me? Have I, whatever it might be. Just think of a question, a simple question. and no timestamps because this is going to be very quick. But if you chose number 1, you got a peaceful resolution. So if you're the person that's been having a lot of arguing and anger and fighting, a peaceful resolution is on the horizon for you. Or maybe the question wasn't even related to the reading. And just know that a peaceful resolution is coming. If you chose 2, there's no need to worry. If you've been sick about whatever's going on, stressed out about the bonds between you and someone else, or just stressed in general about abundance, finance, whatever your question was, you don't need to worry about it anymore. Your guides are here for you and they don't want you to worry. And if you chose 3, perfect timing. Everything is happening in divine timing for you right now. It is the right time. Even if you ask that specific question, is it the right time? Yes, it is the right time now. Perfect timing. So I love this for all of you. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Please do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter to check out the links in the description if you would like any of these decks for yourself. And the last thing I want to say is if you feel called to and you are able, there is no expectation, but it is always appreciated. There are donation links for Cashapp, Venmo, and PayPal. And like I said, if you feel called to do so, it is always appreciated because of some of you that actually have donated to me. We actually got this deck. This is new to us because of you. So thank you so much for that. Every donation I receive goes back into my business. I really do appreciate it. But again, it's never expected. I don't do this because I expect a financial return. I do this because I feel called to and because I love to. So if you feel called, those links are all going to be down below for you, but never an expectation. And I love you all so, so much. And I will talk to you again on Tuesday. Bye. Hello there, my pile number 3s, and welcome to your reading. I do want to let you know before we jump in that if you like any of the decks that you see today in the reading, I list all of them down below in the order that they appear. Those are affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra to use them, but they do help out the channel. So if you do decide to purchase any of them for yourself, the only thing that I ask is you please use my links if you feel called to do so. Now, let's go ahead and start out this reading by getting some intention candle setting. So if you chose this pile, this is the yellow candle, and yellow candles represent to me ambition. They also represent the sign of Gemini. They also represent confidence. I feel like red, orange, and yellow technically can all represent a bit of confidence, but they do help you to communicate. They represent air signs as well, just like all air signs, and they represent the elements of air and communication. So if you have been needing someone to call or text you, or maybe you just want to have better communication, or you are learning to sing, like maybe some of you are going to like a singing coach, or you're teaching yourself to sing, or you want to expand in a career in the musical arts, or there's maybe some confidence you wish to have, or something of that nature. So you can go with any of those things that I just mentioned, or you can come up with one of your own. It doesn't have to be connected to those things. And what I ask now is that you just hold on to whatever that intention is. And I'm going to actually light this candle for you. And as it burns down during the reading and after the reading, I'm going to let it burn all the way out for you. But as it burns down, what that's going to do is actually send this intention out into the universe for you so that it can come back to you. So let's go ahead and just take a deep breath. Hold on to that intention. And I'm going to go ahead and light it for you. So claim that blessing, that intention, or whatever it is that you've set intention for. We're going to go ahead and just move this up to the corner of the screen so we can still keep our eye on it, because candle flames do play an important role in your intention if you read them. I'm planning to do a video in the future on candle flame intentions and how to kind of read candle flames when you've set an intention with them. I don't know when it will be because I have all of my summer content it's not even Mercury retrograde. All of my summer content aside from pick a cards is like finished. So we're moving into like fall content. So if I make that, you probably won't see it until the fall time. But let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the first thing we have here for you is we do have the Father of Wands. We also have the Six of Swords. All right, love that. We also have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Wands. Ooh, double sixes. So with these double sixes, what I'm really hearing from this is a lot of you have been working on your routines. 6 is the number of routines. It is also the number that corresponds to Virgo. So you may also be a Virgo placement, or you could be asking to communicate with a Virgo, which they probably will talk back to you because I feel like Virgos are excellent communicators, ruled by the planet Mercury. But with these double sixes and the Father of Wands and this Two of Pentacles, I feel like many of you are actually feeling, or you're about to, if you're not yet, you're feeling really confident in what you're doing, because the Father of Wands is someone that they exude massive creative energy, but they're not necessarily like, they've already done the planning and plotting, and now they're just like creating, and now they are just putting out into the world what they desire. They're kind of a force to be reckoned with. They are somebody that they just have this like very, I'm hearing the word edgy. Like you might be a little bit more edgy, kind of off the beaten path from others. You beat to your own drum, but people love that about you. And you're stepping into that now, or you already have. And it's big, powerful energy. It's big dick energy, if I'm honest with you. And that is non like gender bias. Like it's just big energy. For some of you, you may also be dealing with a Father of Wands or a King of Wands energy. But I feel like many of you, because of what you've done or you're about to do, that's where you're headed. That's who you're becoming, is this like powerful force to be reckoned with. Because the Six of Swords is all about going through rites of passage and taking like a new path. And even if it's difficult and you're having to like force change, sometimes force can be good. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I really do believe in more of a flow method with life. But sometimes when you're starting new habits for yourself to change yourself, it takes a little bit more force to make it work, depending on the kind of person that you are. Some people can make it flow effortlessly. Some people need to give it a little bit of force. It really depends on what works for you. It's very divine masculine versus divine feminine energy. And so I feel like many of you have had to make new choices. And for some of you, that is changing your friendship circle, setting up new exercise, workout, or eating routines. For some of you, this could be a change in career. It may have been a very sudden change in career. I'm hearing for some of you, a change in schools. Maybe you've moved schools, or you're choosing a different school or a different degree of education. And then with the Two of Pentacles, I want you to know, if you're making hard decisions right now, that you're being supported. You are able to do it, because the Two of Pentacles is about balance. I'm also hearing some of you may have a spirit guide that is a snake or a butterfly, because we have a snake presented here and 2 butterflies in this reading. So for some of you, you may want to watch for those symbols either in your dreams, on social media, wherever you're viewing anything. Maybe you see a butterfly right now around you, or a snake, not necessarily a real one, but it could be like, something, it could be an image or an ad or something like that, all of those things are synchronistic. So watch out for those signs. That could be your guides trying to communicate with you, I'm hearing. But you are capable with this Two of Pentacles. It's like whatever changes you need to make, or whatever new routines you need to create to be this, you can do it. Also, a King of Wands is somebody who is highly confident. So this is definitely about confidence here, especially with this. Oh my gosh, do you see how this candle is like moving? I'm not doing anything. There's no draft. Like I'm not moving fast enough to cause wind like that. That's weird. Awesome. I love that. But with the Father of Wands or King of Wands, that is a very confident card. So you're making moves in confidence, or these moves that you're making are going to help build your confidence, and you are capable. It might feel like a lot right now and scary, but the Two of Pentacles is all about that balance, balancing all aspects of life. So you are capable, and you do have this, so don't worry. And with the Six of Wands, this is a victory card. This is about breaking away from the crowd. This is why I said some of you might feel like you are like an edgy person. I heard like you're doing something very different. And with this Six of Wands, this is like you breaking away. Sorry, I bumped the camera. This is you breaking away from the crowd. Like I want to kind of show this card. I don't know if it's gonna come into focus. There we go. This card really shows us, I don't normally pick up cards like this, but I wanted you to see it. The wands underneath are this like brush. This is like people that don't align with you, situations that don't align with you, and you are free like the butterfly, just moving away from that energy. So you actually will stand out from the crowd, especially those of you, if some of you are Scorpio risings, especially in sidereal astrology, I don't know why I'm feeling compelled to tell you this, but Spirit said spit it out. So those of you that are Scorpio risings in sidereal astrology, you are actually about to be making a huge shift with the Leo new moon coming up in the month of August, if you're watching this when it goes up. And it's like, the stars are aligning for you to like boost in fame and recognition. So if there's something you're creating that you want to get noticed for, put in the work now, because the recognition is coming. Like the lineup for Scorpio risings in sidereal in the month of August is crazy. Definitely do a little more research into that if you're curious. It's like the stars are literally aligning for you to make power moves. So break away from the crowd, be a little bit different, and like be free and work on your own, which is beautiful. I love that for you. So we also have the 8 of air, and then we also have the 9 of earth. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So with the 8 of air, what I want some of you to be very conscious of is not getting trapped in your own dogma, because this card right here, let me show this one to you too. I don't know why I feel the need to show these up close with you. I didn't do this in any other reading, but I don't know. It's something's calling me. I need to show it to you. Maybe there's something in the imagery that calls to you. But with this card, you can see that a knife is stabbing him and a knife is also being sent out. And to me, what that says is if you're subscribing to your own dogma and you're not opening yourself up to every perspective. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone's perspective has to be for you. I don't want you to get that confused. You know, people are allowed to have different views than you, and it doesn't have to affect the views that you have. So don't feel like you have to push on other people. I feel like many of you are waking up to, like, some of you might be going through a spiritual awakening and waking up to your true purpose and your true calling. And it's hard for you to move away from those that you've known because they just don't understand what you're going through. And it's like you want to wake them up too. You want to like tell them, oh, like you have to believe this. Like you're stuck in a fishbowl. You're stuck in looking at life like this. Like come with me, wake up, wake up, wake up. And it's you trying to force them through their awakening when that is a process that is for them. It's not for you to decide when somebody gets to obtain the knowledge. They might not never wake up in their lifetime. They may be signed a soul contract before they even came in here that this lifetime was not about that for them. So it's not for you to force someone else's journey and make them come with you. So just be careful with that, I would say. You know, it's great where you're headed. You're feeling maybe really good about the things that you're learning, but don't feel like you have to force other people to come with you. And there is kind of like a line that I'm hearing, like there's a balance to this where you don't necessarily want to leave people behind because you love them, but you can coexist with these people without it always being a fight, if that makes sense. And the 9 of earth tells us that you might be somebody who is extremely generous, or you have generosity coming towards you now. This is also about having more love and compassion for yourself and having more of a connection with yourself that allows you to be gentler with yourself. Because I do feel like some of you, this has been kind of crazy. Like this whole process that we've got up here has been a lot for you. It's been very fast. And you're being asked to be softer on yourself and softer on the people around you, and also to spoil yourself a little bit. This has correspondence to the 9 of Pentacles. And so when I see this to me says like you've worked hard to be where you are. If you want to spend $20 on a candle or like whatever it is that you want to do, like do that. Do something kind for yourself and don't be afraid to do that. You've earned it. You've earned where you are right now. It's, you know, don't be open to receiving and also spoil yourself a little. And the next few things I have for you, oh my gosh, if some of you are not looking, I swear to you, I don't look at these cards before I draw them. I'm so shook. Some of y'all really are Scorpio risings in sidereal, because we have the fire card and we also have Leo. Now, this also could be that we're about to be coming into Leo season, or if you follow tropical, we are in Leo season, but that's what, excuse me. Ooh, the energy coming through my throat right now. Those of you that I was talking about being Scorpio risings, Leo season coming in sidereal is going to be huge for you. It really is. Like, the fact that I just was talking about that and then we have it pop out. Are you kidding? You may also be a Leo or dealing with a Leo placement. This Father of Wands, if it's somebody else that you're dealing with, they could be also a Leo. And fire, we could just be dealing with a fire sign. So this is going to be your Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo people. So this could be you or somebody that you're dealing with. But oh my goodness, stepping into that Leo energy, even if you're not a Leo, it's like being more confident, more self-assured, more like you are the king or queen, or however you choose to identify, on the throne. You are reclaiming the throne. And this is a time for you that is going to be so fortuitous. Like, especially like, these messages are timeless. It doesn't matter when you listen to them, but if you're listening to this when it goes live, the time that is about to be coming up, you've already been making plans behind the scenes and doing things, and you are about to be rewarded for those plans. Coming up, I think in sidereal, Leo season starts like, I want to say the 16th of August, but if you follow tropical, it's already started. So claim that, really feel empowered by the energy that's around you right now, because fire energy is fast. Whatever is coming in for you now, this change, it might be very dramatic. It's going to happen very quickly, but this is like I said, literally written in the stars. And even if you're not a Scorpio rising in sidereal, like, these messages still apply to you. Like, the changes that you've been making, what is happening, the confidence that's coming, it is coming. Like, if that is the intention you set for, or the communication, like, this person is going to be reaching out. There's just so much creative, supercharged energy here. I feel like this is like the entrepreneur pile. For those of you that are starting creative businesses, like, this was the pile for you for sure. Now we also have yes, just say yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. And we also have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, and connect to nature. Ooh, I love these cards. Okay, so some of you that came in here maybe even have like a heavy feeling on your heart that you're not sure about something. And this is the answer that you were waiting for. This is the sign that you were waiting for. This whole reading, maybe this is the only thing that's resonating. You just needed to hear, yes, this is correct. So yes, this is correct. Keep going with it. Go towards it. Yes, this was the correct reading for you if you're questioning it. I also see, ooh, I'm hearing it again. Oh my goodness. In my last pick a card, I wonder if some of you chose this same pile, because I'm also hearing from guides that you have 3 significant guides. Why is it always 3? That's so funny. There's 3 significant guides that want to work with you. So be open to that. You may already know them. And in order to be closer to them, ooh, did you see that? In order to be closer to them, they're saying to get grounded, get out in nature, be somewhere that is peaceful to you, and allow yourself to open up to the messages. And also, don't force or have an expectation. It's, to me, a lot of people ask me about this, about guides, and what I'm hearing from the guides right now, specifically that are present, they are saying if you're wanting a deeper connection, you have to come at them with almost no expectation, and just allow yourself to be still and see what happens, see what comes up, get grounded. And it might take a few tries, because you maybe are not used to listening. You maybe are not used to being still in this way, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So don't feel like, also, if you're feeling called to connect to your guides, like, yes, they want that. That's what I'm hearing too. They want that. They want you to do that. And I also feel like many of you, when this happens, if it isn't already, when this like super burst of energy that's coming through, this change, it's almost like this new life is presenting itself to you, and it might happen so fast that it's going to leave you like spinning. And you're being reminded that when this happens, or if it's happening now, go outside, put your feet on the grass, go out into nature, spend some time just being, because it's going to make you feel like you can't be in the present moment. You might feel like, oh my gosh, can I accept this? Is this right? Was a mistake made? Like, I'm feeling like a very frantic energy is coming up. Like, you feel unworthy of this. And you're being told, like, no, you are. Bring it back into the present. Bring yourself to present and allow yourself to just feel gratitude for it. So now at the end of this reading, which is now, I have something kind of fun that I have not done before, that it's kind of like a little secret extra pick a card within a pick a card. It's going to be very fast, so no timestamps are needed. I just want you to ask a question and choose 1, 2, or 3. These are going to be really simple answers. So just 1, 2, or 3. If you chose 1, the answer is to let it go. If there's something you've been trying to manifest, or you're nervous it's not going to happen, or maybe you need to let someone go, you're being asked not to cling so tight to an outcome. Just let go and see what happens. If you chose number 2, get more information. This is a time where you need to maybe be studying a little bit, honing your craft so you can feel prepared for when things in your life change. Excuse me. Get more information, study something a little bit more. For some of you, I'm hearing that this is astrology, this is Reiki, this is tarot. Study a little bit more. Not everyone. This could be studying a lot of different things, but there was a specific message for some of you that, like, some of you are interested in divination and spirituality. So that's like that. And then lastly, some of you maybe were asking about time, or like when something's coming, and you're being told a year from now. Now, that doesn't mean that nothing will happen. Like, this message won't happen for the next year. It means that over the next year, you're going to see dramatic change. So within the next year or a year from now, things are going to be completely different. And I know that that's usually true of everyone all the time, but this is like big energy. This is dramatic. It's not just like, oh yeah, I moved from this house to this house. It's like, no, this is a complete update of life. It's different. So I hope this reading helped you on your path. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I'm going to continue to let your candle burn out, claim your blessing. Please do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Kloee Taylor. Don't forget to check the description for links on decks. And if you feel called to, it is never expected, but always appreciated. I pour everything back into the channel. This deck down here to do this extra little reading, I actually was able to get because some of you donated to me and I was able to purchase a new deck. So thank you so much for that. I pour everything back in at this time to my business, to doing this for you. So if you feel called and you're able, again, it's never expected. I don't do this because I expect money. I do this because I feel called to do it and because I love to do it. But there are links to my PayPal, Cashapp, and Venmo. So tips are always appreciated, but never expected. And I love you all so much. I will see you again on Tuesday. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4s, and welcome to your reading. I do just want to say before we pop in that if you would like to purchase any of the decks that I show you in this reading today, I list them all down below in the description in the order that they appear. They are affiliate links for me. It doesn't cost you anything extra to purchase them that way. It just gives the channel a little kickback. So I do appreciate it. If you feel like purchasing, please do it from those links if you feel called to do so. Also the candles, I always put a link for those too. So let's go ahead and get started with a bit of intention candle setting. So if you're new to my pick a cards, this is something that I do with everyone. And basically, let's talk a little bit about the candle first. This is a purple candle, and purple candles represent psychic gift. Many of you that chose this may want to increase your psychic gift, or learn more about your psychic gifts, or practice a form of divination and get better at it, hone your skills. Some of you also may be feeling called to just connect with your guides a little bit more and also activate your third eye and crown chakras. So I would say you can set your intention around anything. It doesn't have to be what I've just mentioned, but if any of that feels like it's calling you, go ahead and just choose an intention, something that you want to bring into your life. And what I'm going to do is actually place this down. I'm going to burn the bottom a little bit so it will actually sit upright for us. And what I'm going to do is light this for you. And what that does is when it burns down, it sets that intention out into the universe and it comes back to you. So go ahead and hold whatever that intention is. And let's take a deep breath together. Okay. And let's claim. Oh, girl, she was sassy. Let's go ahead and claim it. So for some of you, it might take a little bit before your psychic gifts are revealed to you, because when you read candle flames, if the candle has a hard time lighting, that is a sign to me that there might be something in the way. There might be something that you need to do first, or something that you need to release first before you are able. So that's not for everyone. Just some of you might find that you have a little bit of I don't want to say blockages, because I feel like that just sounds so negative, because it's not something that can't be removed. I'm hearing that now too. Like, it's not something that you can't handle or change for yourself, but just know that it might take a little bit of time, because we did have that there. So let's go ahead and actually get into the reading for you all. So first and foremost, we have the 9 of Pentacles here for you. We also have the, excuse me, I believe this is no, that is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We also have the 9 of Wands. Sorry, I was getting confused by the numerology up top. A double 9. Interesting. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And then we also have the Emperor. Ooh, okay. So, for many of you, not everyone, remember this is general, so a lot of messages come through at the same time. So parts of the reading may resonate, all of it may resonate. It just really depends. Always take what resonates and leave the rest. But for many of you, you are actually wanting to start a career in some form of divination. You're wanting to, energy. Fun fact, if you didn't know, and those of you that chose this pile, I feel like if you don't know, this is information you'd want to know. When you like burp, when you're doing divination work or energy work, that is just energy that is moving its way through your body. So I always say sorry, but it's just energy. And it's also a big symbol of knowing that what you're saying, like, it's on point. So many of you are looking to start careers in divination. Some of you may even want to start tarot reading channels on YouTube. Some of you may want to become Reiki masters. Some of you maybe want to run businesses where you do retreats. Some of you want to teach tarot, want to teach forms of divination. It's like a lot of you that chose this pile are interested in a career in the metaphysics as well. So love that. And I say that because we do have this 3 of Pentacles and the Emperor together. And the 3 of Pentacles, what that says to me is this is about building your community. So that's why I said some of you may actually want to be starting tarot channels. Which, if that's you, I would recommend. I have a playlist on my channel called YouTube School. Check that out. I'm planning to do a video sometime in the future where I show you actually how to set up a tarot channel and what like tools I feel like are important. So stick around my channel if that's something you're interested in. I don't know when it will happen. Probably not for a while because all of my summer content is done, but just be advised. And with the Emperor is big career moves. It is also about setting a foundation for a career move. It's also very divine masculine. And to me, the Emperor is a very powerful card. It's like about building your empire and building it yourself. So this could also be about a promotion, potentially. Maybe some of you already work in the metaphysics and you're looking towards a promotion in that. Maybe you work like with someone else and you're looking to kind of up level. But I do see that you will be able to build a community like this. If you chose this pile, that is something that you will be able to do. It is going to take time. You will have to, I guess, take several steps to get there, because especially in this deck with the Nine of Wands, it is presented to us as a staircase under the moonlights. And the moon says, like, there might be some things that you're unaware of, like there might be some knowledge that you need to gain. And maybe that's why we had the candle kind of light like that. Because when the moon is like, when we see the moon card in tarot, it often speaks about hidden things that just haven't quite shown themselves to us yet. So I do feel that there is some information that you will be coming across, but it's just not yet. You're going to have to kind of take some steps to get there. So whether that's actually maybe enrolling in a Reiki course online, or buying your first tarot deck, buying your first crystal, even watching free content on YouTube and teaching yourself about astrology, things like that. Maybe you want to become an astrologer, I'm also hearing. But it is going to take some steps. There is some knowledge that you're going to have to obtain to get there, if you're not already in that field. And with the Nine of Pentacles coming out for us, I feel that you may also have to spend a little bit of money to get started. Now, the Nine of Pentacles also talks about being surrounded by riches. Like, this path will be fruitful for you. You will be able to make a living doing whatever you're feeling called to do. So that's a really good sign. But I also feel that you may have to make an investment before things really get going. Like, you may have to invest in a camera. You may have to invest in some tarot cards. You may have to invest in a course. You may have to, like, you need to actually invest in yourself a little bit before the ball is really going to get rolling. And don't be scared to make that decision, because like I said, it will be a fruitful thing for you. So you don't need to be scared of it. We also have the Six of Water here for you. And we also have Desire. Ooh, I love when I see this card. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Okay, so I love when the Desire card comes out, because it speaks about, some of you are scared of your desire. And we need to have this discussion, because my guides and your guides are here being like, yo, you got some jam in your jelly about desire. Some of you do. And it's like you almost don't believe that you're allowed to create this for yourself, because you feel like the desire is too big. You're asking for too much. But I want to tell you something. If you have the desire, it's meant to be fulfilled. We have desire because it is the driving force that helps us to take inspired action to make these desires come to fruition. Your desires are there to help you. You've been instilled with them because you're meant to have them. The universe doesn't say, oh, hey, screw you and your desire. No, it says, tell me about your desires. What is it that you want? How can we make it happen? So don't be afraid of your desire. Don't feel like you're unworthy of your desire. If there's a strong desire to do this, to become this, to want this, then don't be afraid of it. And some of you, maybe you don't want a career in the metaphysics and you're just looking to advance your career in some way or advance your life in some way. And you see yourself bougie with a 6-figure income, and you know, you've always felt that you were destined for something more in your life, and you maybe haven't experienced that, and you feel like it's never going to happen because it's never happened yet. And I'm here to tell you that no, you have the desire because you're meant to see it fulfilled. And the Six of Water is this, it's kind of similar to the Nine of Earth, but it is another card of generosity. It is this card of, especially about being generous towards yourself more so than others. It's like you are somebody who is so kind and loving that your energy is like, I think many of you that chose this pile are empaths. Excuse me. Many of you are empaths because your energy is literally infectious. And I mean that in a good way. You walk into a room and people feel more serene and more calm because you bring that energy to the table. And so going down this path that you're looking at, it would be good for you because you actually can help people. Being good to yourself, believing in yourself, and treating yourself with love and kindness. It's like you need to fill up your cup so that you can fill up other cups. But you have it in you to be this person. You have it in you to be this generous, loving person, to have so much abundance that you're able to give, to have a skill that people want to hear more about, that, it's possible for you. I feel like some of you, that's the only message you needed from this reading, is that it is possible for you, that all you need to do is put in a little bit of work and just be open to receive. Don't feel like your dreams should scare you. If they don't scare you, I feel like you're not doing it right. Like, your dreams should be bigger than you. They should scare you a little bit, but don't be afraid to desire. Somebody probably early on conditioned you that having desire was wrong. And this is true for much of the world, but don't feel like you're not allowed to desire, because desire is there to help you, to drive you forward, and be good to yourself with that 6 of water. So we also have Uranus, and we also have Gemini. Oh, some of you are meant to be tarot card readers. Hear me out. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. And Uranus to me, not always, because Mercury also deals with this, but Uranus to me is a lot about technology, because Aquarius is a lot about technology. Many of you are meant to have online businesses that are in the metaphysics. Many of you are meant to put yourself out there more online and make connections with more people online through the metaphysics. And I say that many of you might be destined to be tarot card readers because with Gemini, whenever you have major Gemini energy, whether you actually have Gemini in your birth chart, or you maybe are a Gemini, or even if like this is just coming out, Geminis are naturally gifted storytellers. And being a tarot card reader, one of the components of being a reader, in my opinion, and I'm also hearing this, is that you're a naturally gifted storyteller. And it doesn't mean that you're out here making crap up. Like, it's not like that. It's that you just receive the messages in whatever way that you receive them, whether it's clairaudient, clairsentience, clairvoyance. You have this natural gift, and you're able to then articulate those messages in a way that presents itself to others with ease and finesse. It does take a certain gift and a certain skill to be able to do that, to translate and transmute the messages that come through, because sometimes it's just a feeling. Sometimes it's, for me, I'm clairaudient, so I hear things, but it depends on what you work with. So I feel like many of you are meant to be in some form of divination as well because of that. Now, some of you may be Geminis. You may be dealing with a Gemini. You may also find that in timing, Gemini season maybe brought this about in you, or next Gemini season, something will be pivotal. This is weird, but I'm also hearing that some of you might actually just be a twin. If that like is more specific, some of you might just be a twin, or you could be an Aquarius. A lot of air energy here. There's a lot of communicating with the divine. I'm hearing that you maybe already do communicate with the divine, however that is, whether it's through a divination tool or through just focused prayer, or I'm hearing communication, and also communication with others. Like, you're meant to hit people on a broader spectrum, not just, you can hit people one-on-one as well, but I feel like for many of you, you need to expand into something more broad, because Uranus to me is a more broad energy. And to me, that is a huge indication of putting yourself out there more online to reach more people. It could even be that you just want to like write articles as well. Now we also have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So some of you are also, that might have been another reason the candle lit the way that it did, is some of you are releasing karma. So that, and this is a big thing astrologically right now as well that's happening. And as above, so below is how I like to look at astrology. So what's happening in the cosmos is also happening down here. So for many of you, we also do have that there's karma that's being released. So you're going to be moving in a way that is more fluid and more in flow with yourself, because you've already repaid the karmic debt that you were in previously. And we also have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. What did I say? y'all are meant to be mystics, teachers, diviners. This was the diviner pile. Even if you end up just doing it for yourself and it gives you a deeper connection with your guides, that is also good. Like getting a divination tool to connect with your guides is something that I'm hearing. Y'all are the mystics though. Y'all are the ones that are meant to actually make careers out of this or make lifestyles out of this. So, I don't know why, but I feel like crying. Like, it's just, I think it's also because I can feel how life-changing this can be for you if you choose to go down this path. Now, recognize you all have a multitude of different pathways you can take. There is never one that you have to be on, that you have to take. You can take a multitude of different turns and twists, and the possibilities of your life are endless. But I feel like choked up because I can just feel what a release this would be for you if you chose to move into this, what guidance it would provide for you in your life, what it could give to you, the freedom that would come with it. Oh, sorry, I had to take a sip of water there for a second. I was getting a little too choked up, but I just feel what a life-changing thing this would be for you. And it is a possibility for you. So, apologies if I made anybody else get choked up. That happens sometimes when I do my readings. Like, I get choked up and you get choked up at the same time. That should just be another indication to you. Okay. Now, for the last little part of this reading, I kind of wanted to hide a little secret extra pick a card in each pile. So I want you now, it's very quick, no timestamps are needed. It's just a very simple questions. Go ahead now and focus on a question that you have and just pick 1, 2, or 3. And just focus on that question. And so number 1, you got trust. If you chose 1, trust. You just need to trust that the information is coming, that the guidance is coming, that your higher self and your guides are coming through. Look at this image. You have your higher self as well as a big, looks like an archangel behind you. If you chose 2, you got yes. Whatever you asked, yes. Correct. Yes. And if you chose 3, you got ask your angels. Connect with your angels. Ask them for farther guidance. And I hope this reading really helped you out. Thank you for letting me connect with you this way. Claim your blessing. I'm going to continue to burn this out for you. And please, please, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Kloee Taylor, spelled exactly how it is here. I have the links down below in the description for the cards if you want to get any of them for yourself. And lastly, it is never expected, but it is always appreciated. If you are able to and want to and feel called to, I have donation links down below for PayPal, Cashapp, and Venmo. That's always, always, always appreciated, never expected. This deck that we did the mini pick a card with was actually a gift from one of you because you donated, so thank you so much. I pour those donations back in. I have a few new decks coming because of you, so thank you, thank you, thank you for that support. I appreciate it so much. I don't do this because I expect something from you, ever, ever, ever. I do this because I feel called and I love to do it. So never feel like it's an expectation, but if you're able to and you feel called to, it's appreciated. So links for that down below, and I will see you all again on Tuesday. I love you all so, 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 so much. And please remember, when you stand up in your own authenticity, you empower everyone around you to do the same. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.